Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is another episode where we are going to talk about traveling with your baby or traveling with your toddler, but mostly baby because that's the experience I have. 1 year is a baby toddler. They're called toddlers. Yeah, so I'm gonna share tips for traveling with a baby because back in December I had to go up country and I was very nervous. First, I was using public transport. I didn't know where to start. Moving with a baby is like you're moving with your whole house. Yeah. So I asked guys on Instagram for some tips and they really came in handy. In fact, I got some of the funniest tips. Number one, just don't. If you don't have to, don't. But anyway, let's dive into the tips that are going to help you move well with your baby and have an easy time if you're traveling. Number one, if you're using public transport, I suggest that you book early so that you get a comfortable seat. I was using Easy Coach and I was so lucky. I was able to get a seat next to the window, and then luckily there was no one on my side because it was low season for people to go up country. Everyone was there for Christmas. I was just traveling after Christmas. So it really helped that I didn't have a seatmate. And looking back, if I could afford, I would have paid for 2 seats. If you're going to use public transport, factor in the position of your seat. If you can afford, pay for the 2 seats because it's hectic. You have a lot of things and then you have a baby. But if not, well and good, just get a comfortable seat and you're good to go. If you're driving, ensure that you have a comfortable car seat for your baby and make sure, if possible, I know sometimes it's not possible, have a helper. It's hectic if you're going to do a very long distance. By the way, we're talking about long distance driving, like 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours plus. So it's good to have a helper because babies can get really, really fussy. So we're talking about comfortability. Be comfortable and just make sure that the baby is comfortable. Number two, very important, which was raised by very many moms, start the journey as early as possible. It is going to make work easier because your baby is going to be sleepy. Yeah. So personally, I woke up at 5. I had to wake him up at 5:30 because I had to be in town by 6. And then we boarded the bus for 7 o'clock. If I was driving, then I would have started way early. People say start as early as 3 a.m., start as early as 4 a.m. That way, you cover more kilometers with a sleeping baby. Most of the time, they're sleepy or tired and less fussy. So you cover more kilometers comfortably if you start the journey well. So make sure you start your journey early. I prefer daytime travels because then they will, I don't know, you expect them to reach their destination when they are tired so that they can sleep at night. I feel like it doesn't mess the rhythm of the sleep rhythm or sleep patterns per se. So yeah, if you can, start as early as possible. Another tip is that when you are traveling with your baby, ensure that you dress comfortably and that the baby dresses comfortably. By comfortably, I mean lightly. You don't want to overdress a baby and then it gets very hot during the journey and then you have to remove things here and there. Make sure you're very comfortable for the journey. When you need to be warm, you're just warm enough, not over. Don't overdress your baby. In fact, dress your babies in items that you can remove very easily when you need to change them and everything. So dress very comfortably. When it comes to carrying things, there are a number of things you're going to carry because you're just traveling with a baby. Number one, you're going to carry some clothes, change of clothes. Things happen on the way. Kids vomit, kids get dirty, food spill because of the movement. So make sure you have enough change of clothes for your baby that are also easy to wear. When it comes to carrying, again, make sure you have food or snacks, food that is easy to prepare. I bought a lot of sachets for Cerelac or Weetabix because they are they're easily packed. So make sure you can carry food that's just very easy to prepare, and also have some snacks with you. If your baby won't be affected by milk, well and good, you can carry yogurt. If your baby is taking Ribena, you can carry that. My baby still doesn't take sugar, so I ended up carrying yogurt. I also carried porridge. This is why you need a flask as one of your essential winning items, because you can carry food, but make sure that food that's easy to, it's not so heavy, because many people get motion sickness. So you just want to carry food that is easily prepared and light enough, like palatable enough to even feed your baby for the journey. And you want to carry lots of them, because sometimes they get hungry, like, because it's light meals, they get hungry more frequently. If your baby can tolerate milk during the journey, make sure you have a bottle of milk. Make sure you also have water. Carry enough water. 1 for drinking, 2 for wiping, because some babies vomit and they will vomit on you. So have enough water for you, for drinking and your baby, and in case of an accident where you need to wipe yourself and wipe things, you have your own water. Carry enough water. Another thing that is important to carry is maybe your child's favorite toy to keep them distracted when they are awake. But you can also download entertaining content for your baby, whether you're using a tablet or your phone. Trust me, on the way to who's going to Migori, there's Cocomelon played the whole way, not on me, another parent, just to keep their kid calm. You want to survive the journey. No one is judging you. If that is what will make your kid calm and entertained, just for kilometers to be covered, feel free to download those videos earlier on, so that you're not using bundles or you have internet problems on the way. Other than downloading items, there are those parents who also suggested that you can have activities for your child, whether it's drawing activities, anything to just keep them entertained. It doesn't have to be screen time, but if screen time works for you, well and good. If not, you can have toys that enhance, like drawing. Someone who actually said that this worked for them. I didn't try it, but if your kid is into drawing and just, engaged in such activities, make sure that you have something for them for the journey. In addition to having a flask, by the way, you can also carry a cooler bag in case you need items to stay at a certain temperature. You can have a small cooler bag where you put all the food items there that you need to be, at a certain temperature. Now, we're talking about carrying so many things. I want to say that you should travel lightly, but I also know that it is almost impossible to travel lightly with a kid. So what I would say is get travel bags that are easy for you to maneuver as you carry your child. I had 3 bags. I had a suitcase, I had a backpack, and then I had a handbag. Yes, I tried. That was my light. So the suitcase had our clothes. Then I had the backpack, which had food and toys. And then I had my bag, the handbag, which has clothes and things that I need to reach, the baby's clothes and things that I need to reach. So compartmentalizing will actually help you travel orderly, and in case you need to carry your baby, it's also going to be easy to move. You don't want to be asking for people's help, carry for me this, and you don't know them. You need to be thinking like you're alone. So as much as you travel lightly, make sure that you're packing things separately. Make sure that you can reach those things very fast. So there's no need to mix clothes and food. Yeah, you can have a bag that has clothes and then your documents, and then you have a bag that has just food. So make sure you compartmentalize when packing. Pack wisely, because you also need to move, and most of the time when a kid is in a new environment, they want to be carried. So factor in that you're carrying bags and you'll also carry your child. Another tip is, if you know that your child gets motion sickness, I know you might not know if it's the first time you're traveling, just avoid food that can aggravate nausea or cause nausea. Lots of people said avoid milk, avoid yogurt, and avoid bananas was also mentioned. So that you're safe, that your child is not not tempted, but gets to a place, your child does not get to a place where they just feel nauseated through the journey. So be very aware when you're carrying foods, what type of foods to carry for the journey so that you don't have vomiting incidents. But if it happens, remember we said carry a lot of water and enough change of clothes. Even for yourself, carry change of clothes. You just don't know what will happen. Another tip is if you're using public transport, organize for transportation beforehand, in between. For example, I was leaving the house to go to town at 5:30. I was not sure there would be an Uber, but I need to get to the bus very early. So I was able to organize a friend to pick us up and carry us very well to the bus station and help us. It takes a lot of organization to think about that, because you might be stranded at 5:30 with a baby and then maybe there are no Ubers around your area very early. Be very cognizant of that. Even when we reached our destination, it was not close to the stage. There were like more kilometers to be covered for us to go to our shags. So make sure that you think of all these transportation arrangements. If you're able to arrange for transport privately, well and good. If you're jumping from one public transport to another, factor that in when you are organizing yourself so that it's not too tiring. It can be very tiring, because I remember when I arrived in Migori, I was like, oh my God, like 1 hour to then I was like, I didn't organize transport and I don't want to take another mat. So I had to call a friend who had to organize for me a cab guy. So make sure you think of all these movements until your final destination. The last tip, be patient. You will all make it. You will all make it in the end. So just be very patient. Your baby might be fussy. New environments cause that. Different climate changes can cause that. So just be very patient with your baby. Don't lose it, so that they are also calm because you're calm. Other than that, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope these tips have helped you. If you have any other, please remember to comment down below. Until next time, bye-bye.